Hi, good morning. I am your Srinivas sir, teaching third standard science. So, yesterday we have discussed, in the last class we have discussed about living and non-living things. Living and non-living things. Next, we will continue the same thing, futures of living things. In the yesterday class, I have explained what are the features of living things, what are the living things and non-living things. With examples we have discussed. Or briefly we have know about what are the living things and what are the non-living things. Once again I will repeat, living things are the things which have life. Non-living things means the things which don't have life are called as non-living things. For example, living things, cat, dog, plants, all animals, insects, birds are the examples for living things, and non-living things, chair, bench, house, bus, mobile, computer are the examples for non-living things. So in brief, now we will study what are the characteristics or futures of living things. Futures of living things. That means what are the characters of living things? Okay, just I will read futures of living and non-living things, page number 6. Living things breathe. Living things breathe. See here, living things breathe. Living things breathe. New word. So for that reason I am repeating 1, 2 times or 3 times. Just you concentrate on the words for the spelling and for the pronunciation. Living things breathe. Understand? Now I will read the lesson. All living things need air to breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. Yesterday itself I have read up to here, but once again for the continuation I am reading this. Okay. All living things need air to breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. They use nose, mouth and lungs to breathe. Fish breathe through gills, plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. They use carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Plants breathe through tiny pores present under the leaves called stomata. Called stomata. Once again I will repeat, living things breathe. All living things need air to breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. They use nose, mouth and lungs to breathe. Fish breathe through gills. Plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. They use carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis. Plants breathe through tiny pores present under the leaves called stomata. So this is about the living things breathe. I will explain. All the living things need air to breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. For the what purpose you are using your nose? For the breathing in. You are taking breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. All the animals and all the plants breathe in and breathe out using the oxygen or breathe in and release the carbon dioxide. Okay. And what are the organs used by the animals? Some animals use the nose. Some animals use the nose. Some animals use the mouth. Okay. Some animals use the lungs to breathe. Lungs to breathe. Fish breathe through gills. See here, they have given the gills. In the figure, they have given the gills. Okay. And plants. In the plants, there are small holes below the leaf. Below the leaf, they are called as stomata. Tiny pores. Tiny means very small. Tiny means very small holes. They are called as tiny holes. Plants breathe through teeny holes called stomata. What is this called as? Stomata. Understand? Next, for the organs, which are the organs we use? Nose, mouth, lungs, and lungs. For the purpose of breathing, we use the nose, mouth, and lung. Plants use tentacles called stomata, and the fish use gills. By these gills, it will respirate. It respirate. Okay. See here they have given. Once again, I will read. All living things need air to breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. They use nose, mouth, and lungs to breathe. Fish breathe through gills. Plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. They use carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis. Plants breathe through tiny pores present under the leaves called stomata. This is about the living things. Then non-living things, what they do? They are breathing. No, they can't breathe. Have you seen any book, table or chair present in your home breathing in or breathing out? No, they don't breathe. Not, they are non-living things, so non-living things cannot breathe. Non-living things cannot breathe. Only living things can breathe. For the purpose of living, okay, they need it. So for the purpose, the living things breathe. Now all of you clearly understand the first point. Living things breathe. How they breathe? Using nose, mouth, and lungs. Fishes uses gills, and the plants uses the tiny holes called stomata. S-T-O-M-A-T-A, stomata. I think all of you understand this first point. Living things breathe. Okay, we will go for the next point. Living things have life cycle. Living things have life cycle. What is the meaning of life cycle? Life means growing. That is from childhood to younger, older, and then death. Birth to death. That is called as life cycle. The duration between birth to death is called as life cycle. Understand? So here they have given, I will read the book. A boy grows into a man. Watch the book properly. A boy grows into a man. A kitten grows into a cat. Seeds grow into seedlings, which further grow into plants. Which further grow into plants. Plants grow into big trees. Plants grow into big trees. After certain age or other external factors, all living things die or get destroyed. Get destroyed. See, once again I will read. Living things have life cycle. Living things have life cycle. A boy grows into a man. A boy grows into a man. A kitten grows into a cat. Seeds grow into seedlings, which further grow into plants. Which further grow into plants. Plants grow into big trees. After certain age or other external factors, all living things die or get destroyed. For example, see, they are given some figures. I will explain afterward. First, a boy grows into a man. Now, your father or mother, they are all children in the before age. At the before, they are very, very small childs like you. Now they are grown up. Now they are grown up. Like that, you will also grow. Okay, that is the life cycle. That means all the living things grow. Here, what is the life cycle mean? All the living things grow. All the living things grow. Okay, here a boy grows into a man. That means if you are a boy, you grows into a man. If you are a girl, you grows into woman. You grows into woman. A kitten grows into a cat. Where you see that small kittens. That is babies of cat. They will grow into a cat. Small puppies, that is the babies of dog. They will grow into dog. Okay, they will grow very fast because their life cycle is little, so they will grow fast. But you can't grow fast because your life cycle is more. Okay. Seeds grow into seedlings, which further grows into plants. You see the small seeds. If you sow it, it will grow into small plants and they become big trees. After the small plants, they will become into trees. Okay, plants grow into big trees after certain age or other external factors. That means some diseases or anything, they all living things die or get destroyed. That means after certain age, that means if the age is completed. For human beings, the age is 100 years. For the human being, the age is 100 years. After 100 years also somebody has lived. But the maximum age is average age. Average age is 100 years. So after 100 years, we can't give the guarantee. But 100 years, that is the life cycle time. So after that, they will die or get destroyed. All the things. All the living things get destroyed one or the another day, but their life cycle may be vary. Life cycle may be vary from 1 year to 100 years or 200, 300, because so many trees will live for more than 100 years. Okay, so just you see the figures. Here baby grows into girl grows into young woman grows into old woman. Once again I will explain. Baby to girl to young woman to old woman. Okay, have you seen any pen? Okay, this is about the living things. That means living things have life cycle. That means they will start from small, then they will grow to bigger, then they will die. So this is about the living things have life cycle. Once again I will read. Just you look at the textbook. A boy grows into a man. A boy grows into a man. A kitten grows into a cat. A kitten grows into a cat. Seeds grow into seedlings, which further grow into plants. Plants grow into big trees. After certain age or other external factors, all living things die or get destroyed. Have you seen any pen, pencil or eraser kept in your pencil box grow? No. This is because they are non-living things. Non-living things do not have life cycle. Here, have you seen in your pencil box or geometry box? So you have kept some eraser, pencils, scales, in everything, but they won't grow. If they grow means you have to purchase the bag very big. Yes or no? Yes, but they can't grow because they are non-living things. They don't have life. The things which have life, they will grow. That means they have life cycle. I think all of you understand the second point. Living things have life. First point is living things breathe. Living things have life cycle. Okay. Just I will move to the third point. Living things feel. I will read the para here about this living things feel. Just you watch the textbook. Living things feel. All living things feel and respond to the environment. Human beings and animals feel through their sense organs like eyes, ears, nose, skin and tongue. We remove our hands quickly when a hot object comes in contact with them. Animals and birds migrate due to change in climatic conditions. Once again, I will read. Living things feel. All living things feel and respond to the environment. Human beings and animals feel through their sense organs like eyes, ears, nose, skin, and tongue. We remove our hands quickly when a hot object comes in contact with them. Animals and birds migrate due to change in climatic conditions. So, what is this feeling? When the summer is more or the sun hot or the sun rays are more, we feel hot. How you feel hot? Because your skin feels the hot. You feel the hot. When you touch some hot water while going for bathing, what you do? Just you first you put your hands to the bucket, whether the water is more hot or less hot, or it is dangerous to us or not dangerous to us. First you feel it, then you pour it. Otherwise, what will happen? If you pour more hot water, then you feel like that. Understand? So first what we will do, we will feel the temperature. We will feel the temperature or hotness. So that is called as living things feel. When you touch a hot cooker or anything, what you will do? You will keep the hand like that only? No. What we will do? We will just remove it. When you touch some hot objects like a hot iron box or hot things, cooker, anything, hot food or anything, what you will do? Like that you will do. Yes, that means you are feeling. How you will feel? Feeling through the skin. When your mummy makes so much of sweet or any special dishes, how you will feel? Through the smell. Aha, very nice, mummy, it is very nice. When you taste it, how you will feel? Through the tongue. Aha, it is very good, very nice taste. Like that, it is sweet or bitter or salty, you will feel. How you will feel? Through the tongue. Okay, these are called as the sense organs. Sense organs. We will feel by eyes, ears, nose, skin, and tongue. These are called the five sense organs of the living things. Five sense organs of the living things. Eyes, we can see. By seeing that, we can feel. Ears, by hearing. If the sound is more, what can we do? We will close our ears because our ears cannot tolerate that much of sound. So what we will do? We will close the ears. That means we will feel the sound. We will feel the smell. We will feel the smell. We will feel the hotness or coldness by the skin, and tongue the taste. By the tongue, taste. So these are the feelings. That means we will see. Ears can hear. Nose, smell. Skin, feel the hotness or coldness. Tongue, the taste. These are called the feel. Living things feel. These are called as the sense organs. Five sense organs of human beings. Five sense organs of the human beings, which are they? Eyes, ears, nose, skin, and tongue. You have already studied this in second standard itself, I think. Which are the five sense organs? Eyes, ears, nose, skin, and tongue. So by using this, we will feel. That means living things feel. Living things feel. You have to repeat along with me. Okay. Living things feel. So then you will by heart. It will by hearted itself. Okay. If you repeat along with me, then it is easy for your memory. Okay. Living things feel. So once again, I will repeat the features of living things. Living things breathe. Living things breathe. Living things have life cycle. Living things feel. Living things feel. Once again, I will read. Living things feel. All living things feel and respond to the environment. That means we are responding. What we are responding? How we are responding? Just we will remove our hand when we touch the hot things. That is the response. When you are making the noise in the class, what the teachers say? Hey, shut up. Hey, don't make noise. So that is the response. Yes. So that means here we are responding. Human beings and animals feel through their sense organs. Sense organs. Which are the sense organs? Repeat along with me. Eyes, ears, nose, skin and tongue. We remove our hands quickly when a hot object comes in contact with them. Animals and birds migrate due to change in climatic conditions. Some animals and birds, I will explain the last line. Some animals and birds, they can't live in the hot regions, and they can't live in the cold regions. So when the climatic conditions changes, they will migrate. What is the meaning of this migrate? They will move from place to place. Move from place to place. That is called the meaning of migration. Migrate. Migrate means moving from place to place for the purpose of living, or for the purpose of reproduction, or the purpose of food. At the time of some season, they won't get the food, so they will migrate. At the seasons of sometimes they want to reproduce, so reproduction, so they will migrate. Some birds, so many birds are coming to our Karnataka, near Kokre, Belluru, everywhere for the reproduction time. From other countries, not from our India, from the other countries, they will migrate here for the reproduction time. This climate is very good for them, for the reproduction. So here they will keep the eggs and hatch them, and the birds will grow, and after that they will fly to their native. That means to their motherland. To their motherland. So that is called as migrate. That means living things feel. They feel that climate is not good for us. Then what we will do? We will migrate from place to place. Place to place. So living things feel. Living things feel. Next, last, living things require food. Living things require food. Before that, some figures are there. I will show you. See here, plants shed their leaves in autumn and bear flowers in spring. When the autumn comes, that means at the starting of summer season or at the time of December, January, all the plants shed their leaves. All the plants shed their leaves in autumn and bear flowers in spring. Okay. A tree shedding leaves, birds flying. Have you ever seen your clothes crying when washed? No. This is because living things, non-living things do not have sense organ to feel. When you beat this table, if you beat this table or beat this board, it cannot cry. But if you beat you, what you will do? You will cry. But this one cannot cry because this is non-living thing. You are a living thing. Okay, you are the living thing. This board, table, bench or anything, they are not living things. They are called as non-living things. Okay. Next we'll go for living things require food. Living things require food. So, food is essential. I will read the para. Food is essential for all living things to survive and grow. Food is essential for all living things to survive and grow. Human beings and animals depend on plants and other animals for food. Food is essential for all living things to survive and grow. Human beings or animals depend on plants and other animals for food. Plants make their own food by using air, water and sunlight. This process is known as photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Has your computer ever asked food from you? No. That is because computer is a non-living thing. Non-living things do not need food. Non-living things do not need food. Once again I will read. Living things require food. Food is essential for all living things to survive and grow. Human beings and animals depend on plants and other animals for food. Plants make their own food by using air, water and sunlight. This process is known as photosynthesis. This process is known as photosynthesis. That means living things require food. In the morning itself, what you will ask? Mummy, give some milk. Ma, give some milk. Okay, after that, what you will do? Ma'am, what is the breakfast? I am hungry. In the afternoon, once again you take the lunch. In the evening, you need some snacks. In the night, dinner. Yes or no? So that means you are a living thing, so you require food. That is the best example. So once again I will explain. All the living things require food. All the living things require food for their growth. For what purpose? For their growth. So here, food is essential for all living things to survive and grow, to live and grow. Human beings and animals depend on plants. On what we are depending? On the plants only we are depending, and other animals for food. For on the other animals also we are depending on food. Okay. Plants make their own food by using air, water and sunlight. Plants make by using air, water and sunlight. This is called as photosynthesis. What you call this word as? Photosynthesis. This process is called as photosynthesis. That means the living things, that is plants, using air, water and sunlight, they prepare their own food and also food for us. Not only for them, they prepare food for us also. That means we are eating the plants, that is rice, wheat. What are you eating? They are all coming from the plants only. So the plants prepare their own food for them also and for us also by using air, water and sunlight. That process, what the process is going on, that is called as photosynthesis. Photo means light. Photo means light. Synthesis means putting together or manufacturing. That is called as photosynthesis. Okay, photo means light. Okay, once again I will explain. All the living things need food for their growth. Food for their growth. Okay. But your computer or your mobile, they will ask anytime the food? No, because they are all non-living things. So I think you understand the future, 4 futures of the living things. Once again I will read them. Living things breathe. What is this? Living things breathe using nose, mouth and lungs. Some use, fishes use gills. Plants use teeny holes called stomata. What they call it as? Stomata. Living things have life cycle. Living things have life cycle. Living things feel. By the 5 sense organs, living things feel. The sense organs are eyes, ears, nose, skin and tongue. The sense organs are eyes, ears, nose, skin and tongue. Next, living things require food. Living things require food, air, water and sunlight. This process is called as photosynthesis. This process is called as photosynthesis. All of you understand? These are the futures. Still futures are there. I will explain them in the next class. I think you understand very well these futures. So, futures of living things breathe, living things have life cycle, living things feel, living things require food. Okay, my dear students. Thank you. Okay, have a nice day. Thank you.